Who the hell knows? But all I know is we're recording a new episode. Huzzah!
Yay! Yes.
Delayed yes. Muted yes.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna quickly check the Twitch just to see if we're actually on or not.
That's the second most important thing, beside us recording a new actual podcast. Yay! Yay!
It says we're live.
Yes.
But where are we?
Yeah.
Should I check the interwebs?
Yeah.
Live.
This is scintillating podcast content.
That's pretty cool.
Is there audio?
Are we live?
Podcast.
Ah!
Yay!
Oh, God.
But where are we?
Oh.
Gonna cause an echo somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sweet
Alright.
Jesus.
shut
All
up,
right,
guys.
I'm gonna need you to mute that thing, whatever the hell that is. Jesus Christ. Well, hello, boys. It sounds like a full house, taking out all the echoes.
It's all good.
Hello.
Hello.
Whoa, this
What's going on, boys? Anyone else's kids being disciplined?
I'm assuming all the kids are in bed. Yeah.
Yes.
If by kids you mean my wife, yes, they are in bed.
Your wife too?
Down and out.
Damn.
I mean, you know, these are long days at home. Like they seem like they're aging us in dog years, like being around each other. Like we're not like constantly in each other's faces, you know, because you know she might have the Rona. But still, like we're keeping ourselves like engaged and doing other stuff. But you know, the hours and the minutes just start to like feel like forever, you know.
If that's how it feels for you, imagine how it feels for us. Come on, man. You have no idea.
That's like
this is the best time to not have kids. Oh, you remember all that crap I was telling you that you should have kids? This is time to not have kids.
Yeah, I called that bluff long ago, man. So don't worry about me.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Good
man.
Lord.
It's insane.
Well, sounds like you guys are in good spirits. Good spirits.
Spirits. Oh, good spirits. That's the trend these days. I try not
Only
to.
thing saving you.
Yeah, 3 p.m. I try to make it a point to not drink before 3 p.m. now. Before it was starting way too early, but now it's like, all right, watch the clock. Once it hit 3, you're fine. That's technically like happy hour around the world, so you're good.
No, it's not. What's the saying? It's 3 o'clock somewhere. I don't know. It sounds like.
Is that not the saying?
It's oh my God! It's so not the saying.
It's totally not.
Oh man.
So not. Yeah. What time were you drinking before then? If you're saying you had to set up, you're saying that you were drinking too early. What time?
Well, initially when all this started, you're like, oh, cool, everyone's home. You know, it's kind of like it feels like a party, right? So then you started drinking around like 11 o'clock just because you're like it's kind of exciting, it's kind of new, and you're just it's kind of like brunch, right?
It's new. Okay.
Drinking with lunch, so it's all good. But then over the course of a couple of days, once you realize this is going to be a long-term thing, you're like, this is not a good habit to start drinking around like 10, 11 o'clock. So, you got to reel it back a little bit.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
And they're phrasing it, what, the Corona 15 now? Everyone's gaining their 15 pounds of just being stuck at home.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that. I miss my gym.
With all those trips to Costco, you've got plenty of opportunity to catch that 15.
Oh, yeah, buying snacks in bulk is not good. Not good.
We're going to get to that.
Yeah.
Someone has a problem. By someone, I mean you. Semi-live from Eddie's room, from the Badslant studios in Fairfax, Virginia. This is the Badslant podcast. I feel I should mention that it's episode 78. It's March 26, 2020. I only do that because All the days are running together. It feels like Saturday. It could be Wednesday. Like nothing makes any sense. I need context. I need to know where we all are on the calendar. And I feel like I'm probably not alone in that regard. So I do this as a service to you all out there. We're recording Thursday, March 26th. So you're listening on podcast. Be that Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Pandora, Castbox, the whole lot. You're listening on a Friday, and we thank you. But if you're catching us on Twitch on Thursday night, we thank you as well. Our friend Tony, I should say. He's out there. He was beating beating me up about going live on Twitch because I might have shot off the missive a little too quick. But I don't know. But we thank him and anyone else that's catching us on Twitch, and we appreciate that support. What we would appreciate even more is if you support the show by shopping badslant.com/support. You can get all your Amazon, Target, and Walmart goods through the link on our website. We're gonna bang that Target link one more time. You know, we saw a little bit of action in the last week, enough to keep things moving forward. But I'd say. You got any more dish soap, hand sanitizer you could possibly get delivered to your house? Make sure you order it through our link, badslant.com/support.
Slim pickings though, man. I was looking for those black gloves that we posted a couple weeks back. Nah,
yeah,
not even. I was looking up.
Who knew?
I was looking up hand soap refills. Nah, it's not even there. Toilet paper? Nah, not there either. I'm like, I don't know where to go, man.
Okay, if you need cleaning supplies and sanitary goods, the internet is probably not your friend. But if you need the plug on Oreos or the snacks to get your COVID-15 in, I would say Target would be your best bet. So make sure you bang
TVs,
the link.
Your iPads, your monitors, your phones.
Yeah, because you can't watch Birds of Prey on that crappy ass TV while you're home for 27 days. You got to buy that. You got to watch that thing on a good TV. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait to hear about that.
Oh yeah, yeah. So there's a lot of interesting viewing going on right now. We got a lot to get to. I wanted to make a point to try to veer off the COVID-19 quarantine discussion. That seems fresh every week, but I just I go back and realize we've been discussing it for about a month solid. Like there was the precursor, who's really freaked out about this, and should we really be afraid? To being in the middle of it, okay, we're not quite locked down yet, but it could be a thing. To oh my God, for the last 3 weeks we haven't left the house and we're never going to leave ever again. So I don't know, We're going to try to get off of that at some point, but there's too much going on that's related to it that we really can't we can't ignore it. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Yeah, it's super fair.
All right, top of mind. God, we actually had a long-winded conversation before the show about how much attention we would devote to this specific topic, if only because the person involved with said topic is something of a flim-flam, man. But be that as it may, we got a video sent to us this week from a friend of the show, the beer tender Liam, chronicling what appears to be an epidemic of idiocracy. Just people ignoring all the warnings to stay away from large crowds. It's not even for a good reason, like ICE going to Costco to get the latest drop of toilet paper. No, it's people swarming the tidal basin for cherry blossoms and going to Corona parties and the dumbest things you could possibly imagine. And our friend Liam, the beer tender, felt it necessary to drop a video. I believe we actually reposted it from our Instagram account, where he just went on and on and on, and gave birth to the hashtag "Don't be a piece of shit," which.
It was catchy at the time, though.
You're saying it was catchy?
Well, at the time, it was so fitting, and just the way that he produced the video, how it followed the news segments, and I was just like, because I was thinking the exact same thing at the time that he released the video, and I was just like, thank you. All these jackasses are just ignoring the fact that we need to be isolated and self-quarantined at home, and these mother effers are out just going about their normal lives and playing basketball and walking around the tidal basins. Like, come on, man.
Playing Yeah, it's a bit of an epidemic. I mean, we're trying to stem the tide of the spread of this awful virus, and you have people still acting as if, I mean, because they're being forced to work from home, and so they're willing to get out. I mean, getting out is fine, but in getting out in big crowds, especially around the tidal basin, my God, just to see some trees. Like, granted, they're very pretty, but it's not worth it. So, Liam's video actually chronicled that he actually had some trees that resembled cherry blossoms.
It looks like every other tree in Fairfax. Like, I don't understand the notion and the attraction, right?
Yeah, they're pretty for what, a couple weeks, then they lose their petals, and then you have to wait another year for them to come back. So that's whatever. I've never been to the cherry blossoms ever. So I've been there once, but then it was like months after they've already bloomed, right? And all the petals have fallen off. So I just went down there just to hang out, but I wasn't there during peak bloom, right? So that's what they call it around these parts. So no,
In this country.
yeah, in this country. So yeah, I mean, but Liam made a good point for sure. I mean, try to stay home, don't be a piece of shit, and we kind of championed that, but then
We lauded him for that. Like,
yeah, I really enjoyed it.
we give him an acre of shit every time he's on the show, and when every time he's not on the show,
So,
But
yeah.
he earns all of that. But he definitely earned our acclaim for this, because I think he was speaking to everything that we were feeling in the moment whenever those videos started to come up on the newscasts and on Twitter. Like, these scores of morons just flocking to see what is an annual occurrence. And again, it's not anything atypical from what you would see in your neighborhood in this area. So we roundly applauded his efforts on that front. And then he completely undid it all. Like, honestly, again, we had much discussion about this topic and his contributions to this effort to keep folks from congregating, and we wanted to give him some shine here on the show, on this broadcast. And evidently, Ice, I'll let you take the lead on this. You extended the olive branch, the invitation for him to speak to this topic, and what transpired from there?
Yeah, so after that video, it was very clear. I was like, let's get this guy on the show. I think it's the timing was perfect. The one time that he put something out that we all can agree that, yeah, he was spot on. He did a great job. So I was like, what I wanted to do, I wanted to give him the biggest shout out of the shout outs. I wanted to bring him on the show. I wanted to feature play the audio of his video. Give him all the credit there is, and let's.
I had to talk you down off that one.
And then so I reached out to him. I said, "Hey man, great stuff this week. I think the timing's perfect. I know your asses is home. We're all home. We're gonna do the show remote. So what do you say? Join us this week. Be on the show. Talk a little bit about your motives behind the video." Radio silence for a little bit, so I was just like, okay, yeah, I mean, what else could he be doing? And then finally heard back from the guy, and let me see. Actually, let me pull up his text. I'll pull up his actual text.
Please read the text.
Riveting radio.
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, okay. The very first response I got from this guy. Not sure if I can have guests coming over. I was like, yes! Like, dude, you just did a whole video segment about, being home, don't be a piece of shit, and the very first thing I see here, have guests coming over. Like, you gotta be kidding me. What a piece of shit! He's a piece of shit
for all. He's a piece of shit. Precisely.
Oh my god, man! And then
Jack, you're right.
So that's exactly what I replied with. I said, "Guess?" Question mark! Exclamation mark! Hashtag don't be a piece of shit. And then he was like,
Yeah, ace mask
Yeah.
emoji.
It's like, yeah, doing a gender reveal. I'm like, dude, and shooting a video. I'm like, you're doing a gender reveal and shooting a video that's typically consists of a large gathering. I was like, you're having a gathering. In addition to being a piece of shit, you're having a gathering at your house. Like, come on, dick.
Yeah, that kid's going to be a hermaphrodite today or in 4 weeks. So it's totally fine to delay that whole
I
reveal.
was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dog. Like, I don't know. I just can't imagine how you would just do a 180 like that so quick. I mean,
Well,
oh, go
I
ahead.
have to
Sorry.
ask Liam's nemesis, Jack. What did you feel the moment that you heard that we had gotten the Heisman of all Heismans from the biggest hypocrite in the Badslant universe?
Not typical. It's par for the course for him.
So resigned.
I'm not surprised. I mean, it's the biggest middle finger to a larger part to us because we pushed that, and then for him to turn around and say, no, you know what, I have a thing and I'm having a large gathering, and I can't make it. So it's just adds more to his. Maybe he just did this on purpose, right? Maybe he's playing the long game, and maybe I'm giving him too much credit right now. So
You're giving him too much credit,
I
sir.
am, but yeah, that's a dick move, and it's a piece of shit. Like you're having a gathering it's basically a party for a gender reveal, and you're doing this in light of one of the biggest pandemics this world has ever known, and you're over here touting, hey, don't go to the tidal basin and start humping a tree. Like you should like go after yourself, man. Like that's literally that. I'm really upset about it because like it seems that
Straight shoot.
yeah, it's a straight shoot because our family, like we're hunkering down, like, and so we have friends who also we're really close to in the neighborhood. We don't see them, and like it's because it's not like we don't trust them. It's because we don't know who they've seen, and
Yeah,
so when you have a big gathering like that, you don't know who these people have seen. So that's how it transmits, man. So
you
if he
just
gets
don't
it,
know.
you just don't know, man. Like, and to have the gall to do that, like I thought he was smarter than that. But if he really needed to do this, like it couldn't be pushed off, or it couldn't have been done through Zoom or like Skype, like how we're doing it right now. So I was just like, that's cool. Like whatever, man. Like I pray to God he doesn't get it, but like if he does get it, I'll be like, well, I'm gonna tell you, I told you so. You shouldn't have done that. So like,
I think my comment as soon as I heard was, if ever God could prove himself to have a sense of humor, this is the very moment that it need. I'm not wishing it. I'm just saying, like, if we could like see the deity in all his grandeur, like, perhaps this could be the moment. But we wish for the best for all of our friends and family in this time of uncertainty. But we will continue to push his initial message to
yeah, for
not
sure.
be a piece of shit, and we will maintain social distancing. And granted, we're gonna keep trying to put this show together at a distance for as long as we can. I thought perhaps we could do like a weekly wellness check for the Friends of the Badslant podcast.
That's cool.
Anyone but Liam, we will check on everyone else. Right? Fair?
Fair enough.
Fair.
Yes. Okay, so part of our wellness program, though, like for the principles of this show, is a steady diet of alcohol, and of course, we would not let this pandemic get in the way of our ongoing diet. And Jack went so far as to solicit a local beer vendor, which, granted, they made the service available, but I had no idea this was going to be a thing. How did you find Jack? How did you find out about Aslan Beer's delivery situation that just came about?
As with everything, it's social media. I did see them like repost on their IG account about people giving them props about their deliveries. So I went on their site, just poking around and looked at
See
it.
what's
And
doing.
yes, it was. Oh, what is this?
What's happening?
What's happening?
I
This
see nothing, so someone's gonna have to clue me in here.
the
Hey,
The
Hey,
asshole
you dick
himself.
bags.
Of course. Jesus Christ. Why would you do this to us, Ice and Liam?
Huh? Yeah.
Hello.
What's up?
Don't talk shit behind my back.
I will talk shit to your face. I will
Yeah,
talk shit on social media.
I'll talk to you about it to your face, and it was being posted on Twitch, so you would have seen it anyways, or you would have heard it. So, no worries. What's up, man?
That's
What's up?
that's the sound of old Liam there.
I just want you guys to know the gender reveal.
Oh my.
Both people got tested. They're corona free, and it was
Tested?
only the couple. So
Only-
I'm aware of the 10-person rule. Okay.
How many people were at this gender reveal? Please.
Yeah, be
tell me now.
honest. Be honest, man.
2 people.
Lies.
The couple. That's
Who,
it.
who
They wanted
does
to
a
make a
two
video
people
so they could
gender
show all
reveal?
their friends because they can't have a crowd gathering. So I did them a favor because I could make videos really good.
You can't make videos on Zoom, you dick.
No, it had to have the environment, and they're corona free. I tested them with my own penis.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think it's that powerful, so I don't think it could work. And you
Yeah,
I
really
never thought that seeing your two ugly faces, John and Jack, would make me so unhappy, but it's made me super unhappy.
Well, I think hearing your voice has made us equally as unhappy. So it's a draw, I say.
complete draw. It's,
Okay, so how
yeah.
did this happen? Ice, did you call him? What is this?
No.
I'm super surprised you guys are still alive.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
That's
But,
what I'm saying.
Oh man.
Okay.
No, I got. So I did get the cold shoulder, and he was just like, nah, man.
I don't give my best friend a cold shoulder.
I
give
gave him the cold shoulder.
I was like, he was like, no, I got this big party going on. I can't join your little podcast.
See?
I was like, you dick, man. So I was like, screw you. And then
Big time.
just like an hour ago, he was like, so what time is all this going down? I was like, what? Like, what's going on? So it was a last minute thing. He claims that he just freed up, but I don't know, man.
It's a work. It's definitely a work.
I can't believe
Set us up.
Jack, why are you blurring your background? You got a bunch of dildos back there or what?
No, you want to see it?
It was a horrible mistake.
This was your fault, Ice. This is your fault.
I tried to talk him out of it. Jack, you know this.
Yeah, so what's up with that, man? So you had this big old message about not being a piece of shit and not being around people and being isolated at home and all this stuff. But here you are, you're inviting strangers into your home to do videos. Come on, man. What is this? What is all this
What are you
about?
talking about? I invited 2 friends that want to do a gender reveal video because they can't have friends over for it.
Maybe you got
in their house the whole entire time too.
And they trusted you with their baby?
No, they trusted me making their video to show their friends.
How far away were you? Out of curiosity.
How far away?
6 feet away
from the couple.
From the what?
The pregnant people, man.
I had a telephoto lens. We're good.
Did you shoot it from your neighbor's house where you shot the video?
You know, I brought this whole thing up about the whole let's shoot video for funerals. You know, like people can't have funerals anymore. So why not provide a opportunity for people to, you know, mourn their loved ones who are passed away. So
Yeah.
it's the same thing here. Like they wanted to do the gender reveal video, but they can't have a party because it's a whole stupid virus thing. So they wanted to make a video so they can share with their friends. And they've been in their house the whole time, and we have. So there's no danger. Come over to shoot the video, and then you can put it out for your people.
Did you have N95 masks for those?
I had it from my butthole, so I think I'm good.
You might need a bodysuit for that one. I'm just saying.
Well, you know, that's the thing with this whole climate thing. Like, even if when your most joyous moment having your first child, you can't have your friends over to celebrate it. You know?
Yeah.
So what do you
Totally
do? You look
understand
for your friends. You look for your friends to have like, you know, the skills to make it as best as possible.
I'm just saying. Logitech makes wonderful 1080p cameras that can
They
totally
don't.
make this
They
thing.
don't.
We can
No,
do it. We can do a gender reveal right here.
With my $2,700 lens on it, will do a better job than all your shit camera shit and you put on your computer.
What about the new LiDAR enabled iPad Pro?
I'll tell you what, I shot the review video with 3 cameras, so there's 3 different angles. It's gonna be epic when I edit it.
Okay.
All
We
right.
never doubted your videos editing skills. We
He's
just
taking it so personal.
Yeah. Just doubted your choice, basically, right? Your
You know
common
what?
sense.
And if Jack was been isolated the whole time, he wanted me to come over and help him out. I'll do it.
I'm pretty sure that invitation's not coming. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Well, you never know. You never know. With all
Yo,
this
Jack and I
timing.
are gonna go to Rhode Island in a couple months, and we're gonna be in a house together. So
Yep.
you know what? He's willing to be isolated with me. So whatever. He can't talk shit.
You can't tell them that, man. Come on now.
You're doing a
We're
trip
booked
together?
Airbnb.
Oh my
We're
god!
gonna be in
Yeah.
Rhode Island in August or whatever date it is for a couple
Yep.
days, and then
Yep.
I'm gonna stick my dick in his butt.
What is going on here? This supposed to be hatred. It's supposed to be like this.
I'm
It
not
is.
breaking.
No,
I'm
gonna
not
drown
breaking
him. I'm gonna
kayfabe.
put him into whatever river lake we're in, and I'm gonna drown him, and he's gonna be dead. And then I'm gonna replace him because I'm better than him. And do the podcast.
Nah. You
Nah.
probably you'd have to
Yeah.
kill me for sure.
Like
Yeah.
my face could replace Jack, and my asshole could replace John's mouth. So we're good.
What?
This is your fault, Ice. This is totally your fault.
I wasn't expecting all this.
Wait, you guys drinking?
What
Cheers.
the hell were you expecting?
I don't know.
He invited a pregnant couple over in the middle of a pandemic.
Good point. Touche.
I quarantined myself. I'm completely safe, and I'm coming to John's house after this, and we're gonna have a couple of scotches, and we're gonna watch WrestleMania.
New locks on the door. Just saying.
Look at this behind the scenes. You guys are all best buddies. Come on.
No,
man.
I'm not breaking kayfabe here.
No.
Jack's on his stepbrother's tour with Liam.
I'm
in
not
summer.
friends with people under 5 feet tall.
So
Okay.
that takes me out.
All right. You know what? I will take that. I will welcome
I
back.
can't talk to Jack right now with his gaming headset. It's fucking ridiculous. You're too old for it. Get it off your head. Be an adult. Get a
He's playing
proper.
Animal Crossing with that.
No, I don't have that.
John has his mic. Montre has his super Apple headset, and Jack has his $5 headset he played Counter-Strike with 10 years ago. What's up with that?
I can't see. Is Liam talking into a directional dildo right now? Because that would make.
Oh,
the most
I'm
sense.
actually talking to my MacBook Pro with Montre Ice would be very proud of. So
Sounds pretty good.
Does it sound really good? It
Sounds really good.
MacBook Pro, baby. Let's go.
So
my
while
headset from 1980.
while we got the beer tender here, I think it's only fitting we talk about this next topic. So earlier this week, I saw a story on Instagram that Jack is picking up beer delivery in his driveway, and I was just like, beer delivery in the driveway? That's pretty cool, man. Yeah. So does every brewery deliver like that, or just the one you order from?
I'll be honest with you, like that industry is struggling right now because you can't go to the tasting rooms. That's a huge profit margin. They sell their beers to bars and restaurants. They're all closed. Yeah. So you know what? Like Jack doing that is super. Is super nice. Like more people should be doing that because these people, they work off very smart margins. Like a month of no revenue could close you.
Yeah.
Think about that. Like, So what Jack's doing is everyone should be doing it. It seems like weird, like having someone deliver your beer, and the virus, like things are like transferable and everything. But at the end of the day, like a world where you're super safe, come back and everything's closed and not available, like what kind of world is that?
Yeah. So on Tuesday there was the initiative like to eat local or get a takeout. So we did as well on Tuesday. So anything you can do definitely to support your local businesses. I mean, in this time, is worth it. So Aslan was doing delivery. I looked it up. I enjoy their beers. They also included food as well. So it wasn't just.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, so they had food as well. So which was pretty good. But they have to set a minimum, and it's a 24-hour like turnaround if you're just buying beer. It's a 48-hour turnaround if you're doing with food as well. So I mean, it was a no-brainer. I mean, it's just, I love their beer. And the guy came, my wife. So the video you saw was my wife making sure that I wasn't being that I didn't like. I kept my social distance from the delivery
No
guys. So,
daps, no hugs,
no,
nothing.
not at all. I felt bad because we forgot to tip him, so I was just like, oh shit. So, next time he comes, yeah, I know.
Is
Next
it
time
part
he
of the
comes around,
order? Can't you tip them through the order or no? Oh,
no,
really?
yeah, I
Oh
totally
man.
like fucked up on that part because we were just worried about making sure that we kept our social distance. So if you take the correct precautions, man, like wipe everything down, I don't see why there's an issue.
Yeah,
So yeah, anything anyone can do for sure. Like do
no, for
eat
real.
local, like order takeout, like and just do what you can
And
in
what?
this time because it's
And was
tough.
it the full menu or like did you have a select option of what you can order from
It,
Maslin?
it's it seemed like a select menu.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like their full plethora of beers, but my guess is they don't have everything as well. So they're probably trying to keep everything down,
Yeah.
at least to their inventory. So yeah, I got a ton of stuff. So I'm happy.
That's
I'm
cool,
stoked for
man.
sure.
All right, we'll give Liam one quick chance to redeem himself. Is Mustang Sally doing anything like this? Because I think we have featured them a fair amount with you being on the show. Like, is there anything that we could do to support them? Because I know you have the relationship with them, and indirectly we have the relationship with them as well.
Yeah. They're doing pickup beer, so you can always call them up, tell them what you want, and I think they're doing delivery too within a certain distance. But you can always call them up. Their doors are open. But there's a website too called serviceindusтрyrf.org.
Okay, service
So,
industry. You can send us a link, right?
yeah, I'll send you the link. And there's a guy named Ian Purcell. He's like a huge industry guy. He has a lot of restaurants, and he's a owner with Malar. This massive. And a webpage, you'll your stuff. And they're able to go to a restaurant, GoFundMe, servers, the stuff you go to often, have fun. You can donate to them. So I'll give you guys the link later.
Well, you're still a piece of shit, but we appreciate you coming on to stand up for yourself and give a little shine to
At the end of the day,
folks.
this couple wanted the video. They're corona free. They're quarantined, and they come over. And they just want to tell their friends they're having a baby. So I help them out.
It's all good, man. We
Fair
just
enough.
want to give you shit though. Kind of deserved it a little bit.
I deserve nothing. I hate you guys. And in the day, I hate you guys.
Okay, now we're back on track.
I'm making a podcast called Straight Slant. You guys to listen to my stuff. It's just me. For 3 hours.
Your straight going straight into a ditch, as far as I can tell. All right, well, Liam, we thank you. Ice, please hang up.
No, John, no, Ice, don't hang up. Screw you, John.
Cancel
I'll leave
Liam.
when I want to leave, okay? I'll leave when I want to leave. Hey, why you got snowboards behind you when you don't snowboard, you ass dick? I'm killing you right now.
This quarantine has ruined Liam. Like, he's just mushing words together and inviting pregnant couples over. Just all kinds of bad judgment.
All right, end of the day, I love you guys. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, man.
All right, later, man.
Hey, go to my website, bigdick.com, and bartender Liam will be there.
No, seriously. Plug where they can find. Oh, did he leave?
Yeah, he left.
Dick.
Right,
When I was
going to send us the link. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we're fine. Oh, God, that
Oh,
15 minutes felt like an
jeez.
hour. Holy hell.
Oh my god.
That was not fun.
Thanks, Ice, for that.
Totally.
He
Totally
texted me.
railroaded
He
us.
texted me literally like right before the show, and I was like, "Okay, we'll squeeze you in. No problem."
He didn't have to honor the request.
He could have said no.
Yeah,
Oh, it was
you
part of
can
our original
understand.
plan.
I didn't like that plan to begin with, if I'm being completely honest. You know what else you can say no to? Taking your dumb ass to Costco for like the 5th week in a row. I can't believe we're getting another text in the middle of the week with you in line 7 feet apart from some other mouth breather. Like, how much can you stock up on at this point? Like, what were you buying this time?
Oh man, you will know the day that you have kids. The one day if
I won't.
if you decide to have kids, you'll know you need stuff, especially when you're in lockdown mode. I'm like, we need to. I don't know. We don't know the severity of all this. So I mean, at one point, I feel like it's just going to be a couple weeks. Next thing I know, it sounds like we're going to be doing this through the end of summer, and then next thing you know, it sounds like we're going to be free and clear by Easter. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. So I was like, either way, we may need to stock up a little bit more. The last time we made a run, we just bought wine and snacks. So I was like, okay, maybe we need to go back.
Okay, that might have been a judgment.
So this time we went back and we tried to buy a little bit more than necessities, but again, they were just running low, man. This time at Costco, they were limiting a pack of water per person, so only one now. Before it was like two, so now you can only Before it was two per brand, so I could have got two Kirklands, two Deer Parks, two whatever Nestle's or whatever else they have. Now it's just one. Just like you could get one water.
That is the weirdest guideline I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. You can
only get 2 Lays, but you get 13 us.
You can get like one big carton of eggs, but and then you could get. They're still out of toilet paper. They're still out of wipes. They're still out of a lot of stuff, man. And I mean, so people are going there, and they're like, oh yeah, paper towels. They're limiting that to one too. So a lot of it is now is just you're limited to one, and you can't return it. So they're trying to prevent people from hoarding all this crap and trying to bring it back later. So now it's just like to not deal with it. You're limited to what you could pick up. I mean they're not limiting like fruits and meats and stuff. So if you want to go buy like 20 packs of meat, go for it.
They got meat?
Yeah, hooty hoo. But actually, you know that the rotisserie chicken, that's also limited to one. You can only get one $4.99 chicken.
God forbid.
Yeah, so it's nuts, man. It's still pretty crazy there. We're running low on toilet paper, so I was hoping to pick up a pack of that, but they didn't have that there either. So
did you go anywhere else for TP?
We right after that we went over to Wegmans and they didn't have any there. No toilet paper there. Yeah, ain't copying no toilet paper there either.
No cops.
And dude, their aisles are pretty empty too. I mean, there's it's nuts, man. You know, it's weird. It's like walking around all these stores reminds me of remember in Bird Box when you walk like when they were in the grocery store and everything was just like depleted and empty, and it feels a lot like that, man. It is crazy. It's just it's hard to believe that that's kind of like the time that we're in because it doesn't feel real, but that essentially is it, man. We're in like one of these thriller horror movies where it's like it's end of the world situations.
It's I Am Legend, pretty much.
Yeah.
Jack, did you do any panic buying on your part?
Yeah, my wife went out and procured a bunch of provisions. We got paper towels as much as we can, and then
TP?
What do we get? No, recently she went to Costco and to try to get some wipes, some like bleach wipes, Clorox wipes, and they were out. But like they didn't have any toilet paper, so or paper towels. But she was able to get some water. It's funny because she got 2 cases of water, so I'm not sure.
Same brand.
Yeah, same brand. Yeah.
How did she pull that off?
I don't know. Maybe the one we went to just wasn't being as strict, but she commented about how people still weren't like, you know, they weren't they weren't practicing social distancing. They weren't like, there was one man in particular that every time she would go down an aisle, that the same gentleman would come down the same aisle and just didn't care, right? Like would just walk by, like right in the middle. And
there's people like that, man.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's weird. I haven't done it because she has a list in her head and she just goes at it. But she's, you know, God bless our Lord for that. So,
But nothing else was in short supply from what she gathered, what you gathered.
we're okay. I think we're good for right now. She hit a bunch of stores, so it's not just Costco. She went to Target. She also went to Trader Joe's.
Are they even open? Target?
Yes.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
actually open for people. For some reason, I always thought they were
Confirmed
just.
open.
I thought they were just pickup only.
No, they got signs in the front, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, I
crap.
think they're
Look at
open,
that.
man. Yeah. So, the
Oh yeah,
local
oh yeah.
the local the Giant is not
Giant.
as it's well stocked, but
What?
it is what it is, man. You just gotta be as prudent as you can and just go for it. I guess just go out and try to get as much as you can, but within reason, right? You're not going out and hoarding
Of course.
other
Of course.
assholes. But yeah, that's what she did. What about you?
Get toilet paper and protein. That's pretty much all you need to focus on. Okay, is the Brita filter a lost art? Like, I don't understand the need to get bottled water on such a large scale. Like, is the Brita just so passe that nobody wants to even indulge in that at all?
I don't know. I've never used it myself, but yeah,
Blasphemy! Ah!
yeah,
It's
I
just
know, right?
blasphemous.
Jeez, relax. Man.
That thing rinses and cleans just fine.
Yeah, no, I've never used it. I mean, it would.
I highly encourage it. I'll
Right,
say that
yeah.
much. It's
It
like
would be.
at this point, it's like buying a bidet and bypassing the whole toilet paper thing.
Yeah, we talked about that, right?
Yes.
Getting a bidet. Yeah.
Yes, man, the Toto, my God, the Toto bidet. Whew, that's it. You want to buy that thing through our Amazon link? God bless you, please. That would help us out quite a bit. But yeah, I haven't engaged in that level of panic buying. I just managed to get like a couple of 9 packs of toilet paper before this whole thing went to hell, and we're still pretty good. Haven't even touched those things yet. So I think we'll ride this thing out for the foreseeable future. But managed to hit up the Aldi, no problems on a Wednesday morning. Aside from the fact that there was no toilet paper whatsoever, like I got everything else. So we're going to be hanging out until Rapture here at the AJ household. So God bless you both. You got kids. You got bigger needs than I got. I'm just going to keep spending or planning to spend my stimulus check on like pull-up bars or something. I don't know.
Speaking of stimulus check.
Stimulus. I'm just saying. Have you guys done your research on what this? They're not okay. So there are some politicians saying it's not exactly a stimulus package. It's like an emergency rescue situation, which I don't know how far $1,200 goes to rescue a family, but I mean, I guess anything's better than nothing. But it's a one-time deal for families at $150,000 and below.
Is it
Right.
so? You say it's a one-time deal, so it's not monthly or weekly or anything. That's
No,
it.
it's
Once,
it's
once
a
we get to
one-time.
May, the checks will roll out, most likely.
And that's it.
That's it.
Oh man. See, that's the
That sounds
detail.
like
That's the detail I was waiting for because on one hand I was like, oh, that's pretty generous that there's going to be a stimulus check coming and it's going to be supporting the various families and so which is perfect. But what's one check? It's like might as well just not do it. It's like one check does nothing. I mean, it helps a little bit, but then like it's like a tease. It's like why. So I was waiting to see if it's going to be a recurring thing that you're going to get like a monthly check from them for the period of however long this lasts, but it doesn't sound like that's the case.
The answer is no. It was floated where there should be an ongoing payment to families affected by this on a monthly basis as long as this thing continues on in the pattern that it has been. But our leaders, our fine elected officials decreed that one $1,200 check per tax filing adult would be sufficient. So I don't know. I think families get an additional $500 for each qualifying child, so that pluses up. So if you got 2 kids, you're coming up around like $300-400. But at the end of the day, if you're unemployed until June or August, like that's a drop in the bucket, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It should be because like you guys said, we don't know when we'll be able to go back and resume normal life. So it's like, okay, we'll get the one-time payment, but then that probably just keeps you afloat if you're not working for a month. And
This
then,
could go on for like I can't watch Fast and Furious 9 until next year. This could go on until then.
yeah, it's it's a lot, man.
It's a sobering reality. It's a bad time.
Just ground
Did
to
I
a
lose you?
We're still
Hold
here.
on, that one. My God, I didn't realize it was going to be that depressing. My God.
No, I mean, but the stimulus package doesn't just talk about. I mean, that's what everyone's focusing on is the checks, but then it also helps small businesses
There's
access
some money for that.
loans. Yeah, I mean, there's loans. So if small businesses are hurting, which they are, they can access loans from the SBA. It also bails out the airline industry. So there's a lot more to it, but everyone's focusing.
Really glad that Wall Street's getting $4 trillion to borrow.
Yeah, pretty much. It's helping out the airline industry and the service industries. So, I mean, it's really not for us. I mean,
No.
the little. I mean, if it would have given us like double that, like let's just say it was like 30, like 6,800 for each family.
$5,000 at least.
There you go. That's better, right?
It would have
But
been something.
yeah, it would have been something that'll help a lot of families. But even then, there's a lot of red tape that a lot of low income people have to do to be able to get the money, right? Because they don't even file for taxes. If you don't make $30,000, you don't have to file taxes. So, like these people will have to do submit paperwork for it. So
It's nonsense. I didn't believe like it would drag out this long for this to be the payoff, but I mean, again, at the end of the day, I guess anything is better than nothing. Like there's going to be unemployment on steroids, evidently, and I know a few people that are already being laid off, so perhaps it will be a boon to them. But all I know is I donated to a GoFundMe for my barbershop. Like support the local businesses. Like do everything that you can to affect the folks in your social circles, because I don't think this package is going to help the folks in such an immediate sense and create the opportunities for folks to kind of bridge the gap, because that's all we're really trying to do with anything right now. We're just trying to get to a point where we can be normal again, but it's hard to say that this will help us accomplish that. So
I mean, are you guys impacted at all with your current day jobs and stuff? Like, has anything changed? Is it business as usual?
besides working from home, yeah, it's business as usual. I'm still working. It's a blessing. My
Yeah.
wife and I are still able to work.
hashtag blessed.
So yeah, I mean, we can still work, which is good. We don't know, the situation's always fluid, right? So they can
Right.
turn around and say, "Hey, we don't need as many people on the team anymore. You're laid off." So take it day by day, man. Like, still got a job, so that's something.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm working still. Everything that so I do program management stuff, which I'm not going to go into further detail, but like the program that I manage has pretty much grinded to a halt. But at the same time, I'm still able to work because of the situation that I'm in. I'm a contractor, so like my money's already been put on the contract. It's already there, so I just keep on working. But the people that are directly influenced or affected by my program, they don't get any of this right now because of how things have transpired with all the shutdowns at the local level, like federal and hotel venues, and like nothing is happening elsewhere. Like nothing is happening on at a local level. So, excuse me. So that's the clues. That's not a crack cough. I choked my beer. But like the program that I manage is not able to affect people at this point, just given that everything's shut down. So I have to take it as a blessing that I can continue to work, even though the people that I'm trying to support aren't getting the benefit from this program. So it's a rough go for other folks more so than others. But you have to, if you're not as directly affected by this whole thing, then I feel like it's an obligation on your part to try to support other folks around you that are being directly adversely affected by all this.
Yeah, I'm right.
Yeah, so I mean a lot of local Chinese food of late. Keep
Nice.
those guys afloat. Shout out to Mama Chang's.
Yeah, it's
You
it's
guys
been
okay
it's
over
it's
there?
been a it's been a it's been an interesting blow for my business. It's like, one of the things I didn't consider was like, so I have signed contracts, I have these long term contracts, but within all these contracts, there's like I mean, I'm sure there's another name for it, but what I'm calling is like the human clause, right? So it's like yes, we've agreed to X amount of dollars, we've agreed to X amount of time, but the human side of us understands the situation that's going on right now. So there's a couple of my clients that are just like, we've I have one client whose business is directly impacted with all of this, and they're just like, I have their clients canceling left and right or postponing left and right, and because of that, they have to put a pause on our contract. And there's nothing we can do about it. We just kind of have to say, it is what it is. We totally understand. There's another client that we were pitching some work to, and it was getting ready to go April 1st. That's when we wanted to start the new contract. And even though we're like, front runners and we're getting ready to close on this deal, again, when it comes down to the budget, they have to worry about their employees and making sure employees are being paid, and they don't have to fire people. So all of the extra spends, marketing spends, product spends, all that stuff, advertising, that gets pushed way way out further. So yeah, so for me, it's actually impacted me in ways that I thought I had security in a lot of this stuff, because it's like, we had things signed. It wasn't just like, oh yeah, I'm going like week to week, month to month, but these contracts that I thought was locked in and secure is now, there's this human clause where you can't fault them for worrying about their employees now. So it's like, it blows, man. It really does.
It sucks and blows at the same time, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
also sucks? Goat.
Oh,
I'm
that blows big time, man.
Uh,
What's up with that?
So
uh,
the corona basically just absorbed everything and anything sneaker related to include Air Max Day, which was supposed to be a big thing, I guess. Not just within GOAT, but like the sneaker community. But then GOAT was trying to glom on to this whole thing. And GOAT, if you don't know, is the sneaker resale app. We pushed a number of times on the show, but they had this whole. Tell me if I'm wrong, boys. They had this whole promotion about the 326 and having like a pair of a rotating pair of Air Maxes on sale for $3.26, and you were supposed to like just like fish and hunt and try to find whatever the heck
I've
this
been
shoe was
looking all day for these freaking suckers.
all
Like,
day.
is it a particular pair, or is it just jumping around all day?
I thought it was rotating.
yeah,
Okay.
I think it was rotating. Funny thing is, they're all in on AWS, so uh,
Is that the
so it
reason
doesn't.
why the app was crashing?
I don't know. I didn't see
Oh my.
any cases fly
Oh
by
my
from
goodness.
Goat marketing or anything like that. So I don't know what happened. I
Dude,
really don't.
that app was
Um,
trash today.
it was so
I,
trash.
I couldn't load anything, and then when I got it loaded, and I found something that I was considering to buy, I still couldn't buy it. I was like this is garbage, man.
Wait, you were gonna cop at regular prices?
Well, all right. So there was like the regular prices. There was the 326 that I was looking for, and then there was some that was kind of like the in between, that they had random sales on certain Air Maxes, and I was like, okay, some of these that were listing for like $80, $70, or whatever. I was considering buying those. So when I went to like to the shop or want button, there was nothing. It just like hit a dead wall. I was like, oh man, they probably like just hurting on sales today. Like they were hoping for so much, which they probably could have got so much, and they couldn't get nothing, man.
Yeah, they took their promotion to Instagram after a while. They even acknowledged that the app was crashing. So they're like, go to Instagram and then enter our contest and you'll win the pair. So yeah, it was not a good day for Goat for sure.
Did anyone get anything this week as you were hunkered down?
L season.
L's all around?
Yeah, I tried for the duck camos, those Air Max 90s. Yeah, I was
No.
no go, man. Those were the hotness.
What do we think of the Air Max 2090s?
They're okay.
Yeah.
You didn't dig?
I don't dig them.
No.
I sort of like the classic looks of the Air Maxes.
I thought those were fire.
Yeah, I was looking at it, I was like, there's certain angles when I see them on, I'm like, they look pretty damn good, and then there's other times I'm like, I'll pass. It's hit. I don't know. I think that's with every shoe, right? Like when you see them on, sometimes you're just like, man, that's fly as hell, man. But I did cop some. Dude, it was a battle, but I got the Fear of God Converse today.
Nice.
So I tried to get the black ones, right? So they came out with three colorways. There was like the black, the white, and the gray. So I was going for the black ones all day, and immediately so I started early, so I got in my cart. The wifey walked by, she's like, "Wow, what you doing? What you getting?" So I was like, I'm getting these Fear of Gods. Do you want some? Because I saw at the time they had tons just sitting in their cart. She's like, oh yeah, let me see what they look like. So then I hopped out, showed her what it looked like. By the time I was like, oh, all right, so what's your size? I was like, oh yeah, it's still available. I added that to my cart, went to check out, sold out. I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So for the next hour, I was pissed off, and I was just like, I'm on a mission. I'm gonna get one of these. So I was just like, add to cart, try to check out. Nope, add to cart, try to check out. So I was doing that for a whole hour. Finally, about an hour later, I got through on the gray ones and the white ones. Still not the black ones. I think the black ones were sold out. So, but because I snuck in, because every once in a while you hit add to cart and then the pay button pops up and you have to try to quickly pay before it goes away. So I snuck in on the gray and the whites, but I don't know if it's official or not. So I'm sure like once I get my confirmation, they'll let me know, but it could be just like, nah, you snuck in, bro. Like you're not getting them.
Do you get it? Okay, so two ways to figure this out. Did you get a charge on your credit card?
Oh, I haven't checked that yet. No, I don't know.
Check the charges. Check the charges. And if you don't get an email confirmation, they may cancel it.
I haven't gotten an email confirmation yet.
Oh, L season.
Oh, come on, man. I thought I got in on two of these guys, man.
Nah, bro. Nah, man. That's the sneaker game, bro.
Oh, man.
Trust me. You got to check your charges, bro. That's how it goes. Yeah.
The credit card tells all.
It's funny too because there was another release as well. Supreme had their release today.
And shit.
Yeah, they were also releasing, get this, their Oreo packs. So they had a pack of 3 for $3.99, and you can buy 8 at a time. Do you guess how much that they're going for right now on the resale market? Huh?
$30?
$45.
What?
Yeah, not far off.
Yeah, for a pack of 3 red Oreos.
Red Oreos.
That's it, man. That's all it is.
It's probably horrible, anyways.
Now, granted, I did go for them. I was trying.
Of course you would. Oh my goodness.
You would speak down to people buying them, and then you would be one of those people buying.
Yeah, of course. Why not? If I can get like 8 of them, why not? That's a quick flip.
Dude, you can't flip Oreos.
I struck out. You can on eBay, trust me, or locally, but you can't. You have to socially distance handing them off. So I don't know.
They're gonna run off with your Oreos, man. God.
Yeah.
They're like, leave them right there. Once I pick it up, I'll drop the money, and then after that, they would just run inside their house.
Yeah, seriously. But that was the move today. That was my morning, trying to get those and the duck camos.
Supreme Oreos.
Awful morning.
So
guys, we're at an hour. Do you want to keep going, or you want to shut her down here and leave the topic of the horrible things we've watched during this quarantine to next week.
I'd say just let's go into let's wrap it up with the movies, and then
All right,
I think
all right, fair enough. We'll do our lockdown movie club right here, right now.
Oh
Welcome
god.
to lockdown. Ice.
What's
I-
up, guys?
What the hell is
They're tend to lay him back in the house.
How did he get back
I
in?
had some free time, and I thought I made him.
Did you guys add him back in?
Say goodnight.
Ice, I need you to stop
Oh,
this national
dude.
night right now.
This ain't my doing, man. Someone did this.
How is this happening?
It wasn't
How is
me.
this happening?
Oh
Look at my
my
eyebrow.
god.
Look at my eyebrows.
Oh my god.
Okay. Breaking the show now.
Look at my eyebrows.
Forget it. All right. Well,
This-
this
okay.
was a fruitless endeavor.
This must
End
be
the
his
show.
new, this must be his new
Look
best
at how
friend.
much
This way.
What?
Was it this guy? It wasn't you. It was this guy. Oh god.
Look at the eyebrows.
What the hell are you talking about? I don't understand what's happening.
What is he doing? How did you get back in?
He just joined the call. The
Okay,
call
I'm-
is ongoing.
You can't
I'm
just
kicking
join a
kicking
call
the
without
plug
being
out of the
invited.
wall right now.
What the hell?
I think Skype is not going to be our solution going forward. I'm just going to make that the proclamation here and now.
Oh.
All right. Well, this was horrible. But if you listen to this, God bless you. If you watch us on Twitch, Tony, please sign off
The
immediately.
hoster's here. The millions of people listen to the hoster. I'll be back on Badslant. Don't worry.
This is the worst Hulkster on earth. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, we'll be outside and, maybe we'll be face to face. Who knows? Maybe something will turn here in the next week.
Next week, the hoster's taking over Asian John's spot. So look forward to that.
Did you say you're taking it in the O-ring? What the hell does that even mean?
Oh,
Wait, what's the O-ring?
Who knows? All right. We thank you guys, and we'll see you next week. Until then, I'm already gone.
See you guys later. Peace.
sayonara.